1,000 miles in just 13 days? Yes, we're going to do it. Day 1, and we meet nice and early in Folkestone to catch the Eurotunnel to Calais, and then we drive to Paris. Day 2 is going to be a very testing 645 miles through France down to Barcelona. Day 3, and we're just going to chill in Barcelona. Yay! On day 4, we're going to go from Barcelona to Monte Carlo. Day 5 is another long one when we're going from Monte Carlo to Pisa and then on to Rome. After spending the morning in Rome, we're going to travel to Imola, a mere 307 miles. Day 7 is pretty much every man's dream. We're going to be touring the Ferrari factory in Maranello and then move on to Monza and Geneva. From Geneva, we're then travelling 428 miles to Nuremberg in Germany. Day 9 consists of crossing Germany to the Nürburgring, where we're going to lap it and stay the night. In the morning of day 10, we're going to be visiting Luxembourg and Maastricht in the afternoon. Day 11, only 136 miles. Wow! We're going to be going to Eindhoven and then on to Brussels, where we'll be making a night of it. Day 12 in the evening, we'll just be covering 62 miles to Bruges. Day 13, we're returning to Calais via Dunkirk, where we catch the Eurotunnel home. And that is going to be that. This is going to be awesome.
Can you remember momentum?
It's 9 months until we depart on our epic road trip, and I've come to Warsash in Hampshire for a planning meeting with Tom. Unfortunately, we get distracted easily.
Half MV squared. So momentum was... I'm sure momentum's just MV. Basically, it's the middle of November, it's dark and wet outside, and quite honestly, trying to think what it's going to be like in Europe in summer, in August, is just beyond imagination. Anyway, welcome to Tom Bolton's Garage.
Yes.
It's a series just like Jay Leno's Garage, only less exciting. Anyway, we're trying to plan this epic road trip. Tom is one of my best friends from school, and he's going to be best man at my wedding. And basically, he's going to make this trip fun and enjoyable.
Hopefully.
He's just beaten me about 15-0 at pool. Mike from Operation Skybomb is going to be taking the quite brilliant and legendary
and
the 120 mile per hour Hyundai i30.
As we get close to 120 miles per hour. 118, 119.
One thing we have learned since that is that actually maybe I shouldn't have been driving it in 6th gear.
Why?
Because apparently...
It doesn't have 6 gears.
I thought it wasn't right. The theory is that 6th gear is a cruising gear, and actually 5th gear is the one that will actually give us the correct ratio that will get us to the top speed. The trouble is, Mike is convinced that he is going to get 130, 140. It's not, Mike, it's not going to happen. 120, maybe 125. But my bike, I've got a new bike since Operation Skybomb. I've got a 2008 Kawasaki Versys now, 650. Now, Tom is potentially going to be driving. He doesn't have a driving licence, but we're working on it. We've got 10 months still to go.
I'm looking forward to driving on the right-hand side of the road. No.
Tom has so far completed 2 hours of driving in the UK, and quite frankly, it's...
I'm good. I'm a good driver.
He is good. I mean, apparently he's good.
Yeah.
But now I can tell you from experience that driving on the right-hand side of the road is exactly the same as it is over here.
Only on the other
just
side.
the traffic comes from the other direction. But planning is going well, and we will keep you updated as and when we know what's happening.
So, David, it seems like we're going on another road trip. There are places that I have not heard of, and also places...
Such as? Imola.
Imola, yes, Imola.
He's never heard of Imola. The thing is with Mike is he's not very well educated in motorsport history.
Rugby. I'm taking the Wasps Mobile again, the Hyundai i30. Can't wait for that.
Should be good.
Efficiency, comfort and air conditioning. Just what you need in Europe over the summer.
Slow.
It's not going to be slow. I am definitely going to get 130 out of my Hyundai. Definitely.
Just wait.
You will. Problem we have though, pre-road trip, is we have a few logistical requirements
There's a
that
lot
we need
to
to come
work
across.
out. This is why we've started having to plan so early.
So, we need first of all some sort of cameras, because you
Yes.
can't exactly have a laptop open whilst you're driving or on a bike.
Yeah, well, of course, for Operation Skybomb, we used
The trusty iPhone,
Yeah, which was
and
quite good on the mount we had.
iPad. So we're all going to buy ourselves a GoPro, aren't we?
I'm not sure about everyone. I mean, the thing is, the cars is not such an issue because you can use the mount you had, get the iPhone on, use that.
I want to buy a GoPro anyway. It's an excuse.
We need GoPros,
GoPros.
especially on the bike.
So I'm going to replace both front tyres with, you'll be glad to know, I-rated tyres, which have a maximum speed of 150 miles an hour. So that'd be plenty.
So you are assuming that your car is going to be able to do more than 131 miles an hour?
Because I'm going to have less weight in the car. No
Yeah,
cat, no girlfriend, and maybe no
There
passenger.
wasn't when I maxed it.
True.
And the thing is, frankly, is that I'm the one that drove it. I know there was not a lot more to come out of it. Even in...
Oh, hang on, I've got to make sure I don't swear.
You have
so
no
much.
idea how long it took me to cut out all your swearing.
I'm sorry, I'm very sorry. So, what am I looking forward to? I'm going to be looking forward to mostly seeing new places, but I cannot wait to go to Rome. That's going to be the highlight, definitely, for me, personally.
I've got 64 hours
Of driving.
of travelling time. 64 hours.
But I loved Operation Skybomb. It was great fun.
Yeah, good. What are your favourite memories from that, seeing as we're now 5 months on?
The travelling was great fun. The banter. The filming actually made it
The
good
filming,
fun.
yeah. Basically, it was something to cure our boredom, really, wasn't it?
And getting into Germany, having the German beer,
Yeah.
being laughed at by some rather pretty German waitress.
So
Since then, there's been a development. Emily's decided she didn't want to go out with me anymore. It's almost like I'm not going to see Emily. See you soon. We might see you soon.
Yeah.
Was their response? But that would be a horrible thing to do. To ditch me. Oh, we've been going out so long anyway. It wouldn't happen. But can you imagine?
Yeah.
We've driven all that way. By the way, it's over. What? It wouldn't be. But well, I hope not. Awkward.
Oh dear.
Bad times. Awkward. Well, what can I say? You know, if that's what she wanted to do, that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah, it's quite a tight schedule.
Ridiculously tight. You
No,
see,
I mean, literally.
we have only an hour in this country, and then we must go.
But
And we're all going to be radioed up, aren't we?
We're hoping
the
so.
plan.
We need to look into sort of how they do it professionally.
Get down with rain. You're going to
Gonna
be
get
miserable. You're going to be miserable.
August, south of France, middle of August. What can possibly go wrong?
Well, you're not going to have any aircon. You're going to be in leathers, and we're just going to be
I'm
sat
gonna
there.
vented. I've got vents in the
aircon.
helmet.
Yeah, but no aircon. You're going to be
Under-
in leathers in like 20, 30 degrees potentially.
Yeah, but by the time you're doing 70 miles an hour, it's not going to be nice in the city, I admit. But hey,
The sacrifice you're willing to make, eh?
On Marlow FM at 97.5. Hello, good morning. I am Michael Jeff. Friend of the show, David Beresford-Green, is joining us on the line. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But we're going around Europe.
Yeah.
I'm taking my motorbike,
Yeah.
and a few guys, including you, going by car.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be an awesome couple of weeks.
How many countries?
I believe it's 10.
Yeah, 4,000 miles around Europe, and we're going to be filming the whole thing, aren't we?
Yeah, so obviously we had such huge success with Operation Skybon, with 114 views on YouTube, I believe.
Which the listeners of Milo FM helped to contribute towards. We're all going to buy one of those generic action cameras that you can attach to helmets, and
Already got mine.
you've got a different brand of the one I think I'm going to go for.
I got myself an Ion camera.
Yeah. And,
of course, other brands are available.
Yeah, of course. You've always wanted to say that, haven't you? No, honestly. This is the most listened to station in Buckinghamshire. Of course, Milo FM 97.5. But Selena Swift, my new co-presenter, emphasis on might be coming. This one is for you, David. It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. Thank you very much for coming on, and
yes,
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
very much. Bye. So that was David, and this is the song for him.
We're going to test the microphone properly because most of this trip is going to be at speed, and most of the advice I've read has said keep the microphone under the padding in the helmet, so we're going to find out. Well, good morning. It is 5:30 in the morning and we are just leaving Cambridge. It is March the 8th and it's going to be a hell of a day. What we're doing today is I'm on my way to High Wycombe. Hopefully should be there for 7 and have a nice breakfast. And then the plan is we're going to go to Swansea to pick up Mike's brother from university. At the end of the road, turn left. And then we're going to head down to Southampton, see the family, and then head back again tomorrow night. So what this does really is it effectively gives us a chance to really remind ourselves what a long distance journey feels like. It's still dark, it's 6 o'clock now. I cannot tell you how long I spent at this set of rail crossings. Oh, you see? You see? What did I say? 20 to 7. Oh dear, I feel terrible. Right, about 38 miles to go. Looking forward to some bacon and sausages, really. See, why would anyone travel at 5 o'clock on a Friday when it's going to take 5 hours to do any kind of distance on the M25, when you can just leave bright and early the next morning and it's empty? I mean, look at it. This is supposedly the busiest, most congested road in the country.
You have reached your destination.
Hello. Operation Skybon is over. This is Operation Sheep. We're getting the sheep to the sheep. Chris Ball is in the car. We've got him contained. We've got him in his cage.
We are ahead of schedule, and
Life
we've
is
had a very quick but very nice breakfast.
British bacon. No,
Yeah.
even better, English bacon.
There was It was red wine, pork,
And venison.
sausages.
Only the finest for my friends.
That's red wine and pork flavoured venison sausages, not we had red wine and pork for breakfast.
That would be quite
We
funny.
should have done. We're nearly there yet.
Hostess, I like the way you dress.
that Tom Bolton has failed his driving test. Failed his driving test.
I can't believe it. What the hell were you
He
thinking?
picked it up so much. He was. I'm a good driver.
You're not. You're rubbish.
In fact, I will now cut in the bit of footage where he said it. It's
I'm good. I'm a good driver.
He is good. I mean, apparently he's good.
Yeah.
So he's failed. I mean, how do you feel about handing your car over to someone who will have only been driving a few months?
My biggest concern is that the fact they failed once.
Well,
I'm not prepared to hand over my £10,500 car to someone who, let's face it, isn't a good driver.
Now, both of us passed our driving tests first time.
Hooray!
Except he made some minor faults, which I didn't. Just saying.
I had to.
Had to.
Anyway, yeah, we're going to have to give Bolton a ribbing for failing.
I think we already have, to be fair.
Yeah.
We have given him some abuse for it, it's fair to say. So we're now leaving civilization.
I'm going to...
Wales.
No man's land. No man's land.
It's 9:40, so it's when
Not very
I
good
left.
time.
I left about 5:40, so yeah, about 4 hours on the go now, with a stop for breakfast.
When you stop for breakfast?
At yours.
Oh, right.
It is traditional for us on these trips to play the national anthem
As we cross the border.
But frankly, seeing as it is still Britain, they should have the same.
The Welsh. Did I just say that on camera?
Yeah.
Not very
Yet
popular.
again, I'll have to edit your swearing out. Oh, she's got a bit of a fitty.
Yeah, she's alright.
Oh, no. I'll take that one back. Oops, bad eyesight. Offensive behaviour towards staff will lead to prosecution. Good morning. So, quick driver change. We've got the rest of the journey to Swansea now. Hang on, right, which way out? Right, I reckon. So go left. I think we should.
When was the last time you drove a car?
A week ago. And this, of course, now means that Mike is in charge of the music again.
Oh, yes, of course. I will.
Which means boredom central.
Don't be like that. Honestly, like the music I will pick, David, will be simply magnifique. There's lots of good songs on here. I may say so myself.
Yes, you may. Is that McFly?
There we go, a bit of a punk on Marlow FM and 97.5. Hello, good morning, I'm Michael James.
So, Mike, you're going for the GoPro rather than the Ion?
Yeah! I think they're both solid cameras. Yeah, going for the GoPro over the Ion, only because I'm wanting to use it for sailing as well. And as nice as the Ion is, it's a bit too long, you know, things like ropes can get caught on it a lot easier, and it's just a lot bigger. Wales, like my Welsh accent's not too bad.
See, I can't do a Welsh accent.
That wasn't too bad, like, what do you have to do with Welsh?
I can repeat certain words, but I can't do it very well.
Well,
the only different sort of accent I can do is a really posh one.
Oh yeah, but
then the thing is I'm rather posh to start with, so so making me sound more posh doesn't actually take that much.
By George, you need to be in the middle lane or right lane, good friend.
I say, you might be right there.
Oh look, a little bit of sea. Get in lane now translates to in which ich non wa. Precisely.
No, that's the extent of my Welsh.
So the South African accent is slightly Dutch, so it's quite sharp, but it's also, you have to be quite rough with it, yeah?
We're just about to come off the M4.
We are.
We've been on the M4 for what, 3 hours? Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be nice to get off. As much as we admit to hate the Welsh, it is actually a stunning country. Here we go. A483. Oh god, this is a hard bank left. This is coming into Swansea now. Oh, he's putting his foot down just to get round the corner. By the way, this thing doesn't drift very well. So, we're in Swansea.
Yeah,
Hello.
You enjoyed your second breakfast?
My second breakfast, which was very nice. Benny's
I'm
here.
on my third breakfast now.
Your third breakfast. Madman. And look, we'll show you the views out of here. Swansea University is very nice. Lovely bit of university. And look, sea views. Luxurious. It's Michael and David, and now Benny joins us. He's behind me, so you probably can't really see him. What are we calling this journey now? Operation...
Well, this is Swansea to Southampton.
Take the swan to the sea. What? Wave your hand. Don't wave your hand. You got the hands on the wheel. So we are off the M4. We are on the A46 into Bath. David is taking us.
The scenic route.
The scenic route.
The shorter scenic route rather than the slightly quicker motorway route.
And he was a very considerate driver. There's a Ford Focus in front of us, which David very kindly let in front of us rather than overtaking him. And we're on a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit road, and he's doing about 40. Look at that, viewers. Look at that. David's happy.
If you're the owner of that Focus,
Yeah, let's get his number plate.
registration NG08RBO.
Yeah, sort your life out.
I beg to dream and differ from the hollow lies. This is the dawning of the rest of our lives.
Long time since an update. Bit of Jerusalem, as you can hear. We're on the M27 final stretch. David, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. 12 miles to go.
11.8 actually, but fine.
Yeah, let's not be picky. I'll have done just under 500 today, which is about what we'll be doing, you know, on the road trip. Gives us a good idea of what there is to expect.
What happens if we get everywhere that we need to go ahead of schedule and we end up back in Calais like a day early?
We won't. We just spend more time enjoying the places that we're visiting.
Are you chief timekeeper?
Yes.
Good. Ah, what a tune.
I've borrowed the car a bit. We're all going to go out for dinner, but I've just been to visit my family and the in-laws, and
Hello. We're here waiting for some bloke who is a friend of Benny's, which is just beyond ridiculous. We're giving this guy a lift. Oh, don't worry, hang on, close the door, because we don't want to get cold.
Where we are.
when the light goes.
Okay, Dave, do you want to commence driving?
Right, well, it's Sunday evening, and Tom is yet again beating me at pool. And we're just waiting for Mike to arrive, because he's ended up having to stay with his parents a bit longer than he was expecting. Are you excited, Tom Bolton?
I am. I'm also ridiculously good at pool.
However, you are not ridiculously good at driving. Tell the boys and girls what happened.
I might have a little bit failed my test.
A little bit?
A tiny.
Is that the same as not passing?
Yeah.
Good heavens, is it? I thought we had you on camera telling the nation.
I'm still a good driver.
That
Best
you're a
driver's
good
my second time. Everyone knows that.
Well, Mike and I disagree. There he is. There he is. There he is. Just in time. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's how it's done. Now watch me clear up now. Mr. Lavati.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
Also, hang on, hey.
What?
I had another shot.
Did you?
Coming for to
Oh,
carry
yeah,
me
no,
home. Go on, mate.
You right?
England have just
Raped
thrashed Wales. So boys, this is the first time we've actually all got together.
Been in the same room at the same time.
So,
You got a bottle of champagne to celebrate?
yeah. Basically, I was checking his tyres before we went, and I said, mate, they're really, really overinflated.
Yeah.
Right, that's showing 40, which is extremely high.
Well, let some out, or
I would suggest you do. And so we let the air out, and then we took his car in like a couple of weeks later, and they said, yeah, your tyres because they've been overinflated.
so that cost me 120
So you
quid.
did vehicle checks and then didn't act on the checks?
I did.
We took
I
some air
took
out.
the air out.
Oh, right.
Oh, we can't use the word failed.
Yeah, failure.
Foul!
Failure.
You are nothing but a failure.
Your parents are ashamed of you.
I'm ashamed of you.
I'm ashamed of you.
We're all ashamed of you.
Well, that's not true.
Don't worry, Tom. I can absolutely assure you we will not mention it again.
No, we won't. What were we not mentioning?
You failed your driving test. Are you seriously going to let this guy drive your car?
No, I've said
I
I'm
thought
not
I
going
was
to.
special. What are your biggest concerns now with the fast approaching road trip?
Getting laid.
Everybody miraculously forgetting about me failing my test.
Did you fail your driving test? We haven't mentioned it, have we?
No, I don't.
Well, I've done once or twice.
When did you take your test?
A minute since I failed.
Yeah, you failed. What
How
about
long
you,
into the
Mike?
test- How long into the test did you fail? Did she say?
She didn't. Well, no, she didn't just interrupt me and go, "Sorry, you may as well finish here because you failed."
She said, as soon as you drove out the test centre, she said, "You know what? We may as well just forget this."
Yeah, we'll catch you up. We're just going back to the hotel.
We'll just fly out to Monaco.
You two had,
Stay there for a couple of weeks. And then go
you two
out.
had better stay with me.
Actually, that is a good point. We could just say, fuck this, we'll just stay in Barcelona for 2 weeks, sod the epic mileage. We won't depreciate the car anymore.
I'll depreciate the car in a minute.
If you point it at me closer, it'll help.
Hello, I'm Michael James of Milo FM fame. You can catch me Saturdays, 8 till 10, only on 97.5 FM and online.
Are you on DAB?
No.
What is that?
We're a community radio station, we can't afford it. I think there's some dogging going on outside.
So just to gain a bit of sympathy, it's now it's 7 o'clock now on Sunday night, and obviously me and Mike are still in Southampton. Shut up, you failure.
Failure.
So basically, we've still got the drive back to High Wycombe, and then I'm got to ride back to Cambridge.
You could crash at mine.
Yeah, I've got shopping to do in the
Crash
morning.
all the way home to his.
Well, you would.
Yeah, because you failed. Are you going to try and take it before the road trip?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be passed by end of this year.
Oh, right, okay. You got that on
That's
camera.
a long time for me to pass.
Tom.
I can get at least 10 tests in before
When will you pass your test by?
Before the end of this year. Yeah, easy.
When are you going to pass your test?
Before the end of this year.
When are you going to pass your test?
And if you don't...
When is the second test booked for?
It's not yet.
Right, well, it's, what is it now, 7:30, Sunday night, it's dark, we're on our way back to High Wycombe. I'm very tired.
I'm quite tired.
We're both very tired.
Oh, hello.
I've been to London and back today.
Traffic.
that in my mouth. That man, I can't do